Hello, 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 everyone, and good morning to you all. My name is Ava, and this is Stitching in the Interlake. Thank you so very much for joining me today. Uh, if you're a new subscriber, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm up to 679. Yes, I'm only 21 off from 700. Yes, yes, yes. So thank you all. I really do appreciate it. So my channel is about stitching, um, occasionally diamond painting. Um, then there's also reviews, tutorials. Um, I'm not, oh, life in general here in Manitoba, Canada. And also what's happening in my life. And of course, my sidekicks, Jonah, Lilybell, and Sydney. Yes. So Jonah is doing much better. Him and Sydney are getting along a lot better. They spend, about a half an hour here farting around, playing, jumping, everything, horsing around. And well, Jonah's sleeping, Sydney's still up, and of course, Lilybell's down in her bed down here. So, yeah. So, okay, what am I stitching on today? I'm continuing to stitch on Lady in Red. You see how that's coming out? So I was working here on this bit of pink in between there. So I'm going to continue working on that, and that is color. Just a second. I gotta get what color this is. Um, that is number 32. I don't know, where's my... Okay, that's, if you haven't seen, that's what I'm working on. So 32 is 3350. So, yeah. So that's what I'm working on. Yesterday I had my meeting, managing difficult emotions. And many of you may know already, since you've been with me for a long time, that first of all, I'm 65 years old. I I live in a small rural town, very small, very small. Okay. I know some of you in the States, you think small is like 10,000 people. No. Small here is like in town, maybe 800 people. So, yeah. But anyways, I'm also a widow of, since 2008. And I survived a lot of childhood traumas and adult traumas too. So I will be on occasion talking about mental health issues, which is a big, big thing for me because most of us, I think, we live with some form of mental health, whether it is surviving trauma, complex PTSD, borderline personality disorder, panic, anxiety, depression, got it all. You know, some may have OCD. Some may have bipolar. I don't suffer from those. I don't live with those. Nor do I have like schizophrenia or anything like that. And um, yeah, um, so I will talk about that as well. So, and of course, what life is like here. So, yesterday, um, after I had my class, and I only have 3 more left, and and then I'm finished this class, and so then I had a quick lunch, and then Juliet picked me up, and I got to go grocery shopping. It was wonderful. It was wonderful to get out and go uptown and see what was going on and everything. Yes, yes, yes. Just lovely. Just lovely. So, where did we go? We stopped first at the Co-op Hardware, and I was hoping to pick up a big bag of birdseed, but they didn't have any. So, all I got was a 4 kilo bag of mixed bird, small bird food. So it's going to have to do for now. And I got kind of a bigger bag of pet-friendly ice melt or ice salt. So anyway, it was kind of sprinkling and that kind of thing. Oh, and then I went grocery shopping. Sorry, I do that. I forget where I'm at. Um, and then we went grocery shopping. So, so I was able to get, the things that I needed. I did forget a few things, but that's okay. That's okay. Can't get everything, right? And I ended up buying a small cactus, like a Christmas cactus or Easter cactus, whatever way that you want to do it. I used to have them um, many years ago. But the one who has the most beautiful cacti is my friend Jackie, or JJ, up there in Edmonton. Oh my gosh, she posts pictures of her when they come into bloom and everything else. And that's what I want to get with this one. It's about like that high and a lot of branches. I do have to get some of my soil, though, out of the garage. And I have to, of course, let it warm up, right? And then repot it. So, but right now it's just there, and it's acclimating, no, whatever the word is, acclimatizing itself to being in my house here. So then we went over to the post office. Nothing in the mail again. I don't know what's going on with the mail. Oh my goodness. Slow, 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 slow. And then we came, and then we went around the block and came back to the pharmacy where Mina wasn't there, but his uncle Peter was there. And so I told him what I needed. And he said, well, you're 9 days too early. And I said, but yeah, but you got to order it. And it takes some time to get it. So it can take 7 days to get it. So, and then with the weekend, well, yeah. So, and then we came home. And so it was sprinkling a little bit, right? So I was getting upset at Juliet because she came out to help me, and I said, no, 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 no. You stay. You go and sit down. You don't need to do this because she's been dealing with kidney stones, and I don't want her aggravated. So, okay, so then I came in and brought all the groceries in, and um, and then I made a cup of tea. Thank you, Gigi, for getting me onto my tea again. Um, so I had a cup of tea, and then I sat down to stitch, and I started noticing, hey, starting to snow. And we have snow on the ground anyway. And it snowed, and it snowed, and it got heavy snow, and it snowed and snowed. And then, what that guy's doing. So then, it was just heavy flakes, real heavy flakes, which was nice to see. And then when I got up this morning, it was melting again. And guess what? It's snowing. The weather is just wacky, wacky, wacky. So, yes, I think we're supposed to get up 3 centimeters, 5 centimeters, something like that. It depends, right? It depends. So that's where we stand right now. So, oh my goodness. Mm. So, what was I going to say? Oh, going back to moi for a little bit. I'm a mother of two, grandmother of 8, great grandmother of 1. And no, I don't see my kids or my grandkids or my great grandkids. That's a long story. Too long for here right now. But if you want to know about it, I can tell you. So anyway, snowplow is going by. Snowplow and sander. So anyway, yeah, so I raised my 2 boys. The oldest one's almost 44 and the younger one's 42 now. I was married to a wonderful man until he wasn't. But I stayed. Another long story. But the thing is, I still love him. So anyway, I worked as a nurse for many years. And then I got injured doing my nursing. And so then I thought, well, what am I going to do with my life? What am I going to do? So then I got my license to drive transport with my husband. Was that the right thing to do? Was that the wrong thing to do? I don't know. But it is what it is. So then I went driving with him for quite a while. And then he decided he wanted to go and pollinate other flowers. Yeah. So that was the beginning of the end. But yeah, we were still married, and we actually had gotten back together again before he passed away in 2008. So, but, so long story short, I moved back to Manitoba here from Ontario, and this is where my life is now. So, but yeah, I mean, life is life, right? We make decisions, right or wrong, we have to live by them. And I always believe that when you get to the end of your life, and believe me, I've got more years behind me than I do in front of me. You know, in 5 years, I'm going to be 70. In 15 years, since my husband died, like this time period, I'll be 80. Like, that just boggles my mind. So, but, yeah. Where am I go? Where am I going? Where am I going? Over here. So I've been cross stitching 55 years, I guess, maybe a little bit more. My mother was really into embroidery, and I kind of started out with embroidery, but it did not click. It did not click. She did beautiful tablecloths, her and her sister. And my parents came from Germany, and my aunt, my tante Eva, um, she she lived in Germany. She stayed in Germany. And my mother emigrated here. And so anyways, my mother and her twin sister, they were always into embroidery. And I just never got the hang of it. Just never did. It was just so, I don't know. I just couldn't get it. My brain was not open to it. So then I thought, well, what am I going to do? Because I loved needlework, right? I just had this affinity for needlework. So I was able to get cross stitch. And back then it was pretty primitive. And But then, yeah, I was already proficient with needle and thread, like how to hold it and that. But then I started on my cross stitch journey, and I've never looked back. Now, I have done crochet and knitting and paper crafts and yeah, that kind of thing. So yeah, so I have done that. So and most of my cross stitching I gave it away, like to my kids, my grandkids. I only have just a very small fraction. I only have perhaps maybe 5% of what I've done over the years. Many are not framed, but many are. And I love stitching ladies. I just absolutely love stitching the ladies. And probably here, like you can see here, there's Winter Queen. I also have Autumn Queen. I have over here my Regal Lady, and over there my Blue Nun. I mean, I've done other things. I like samplers. I like the houses, certain houses, right? Cottages. I was into flowers there for the longest time and animals, but I'm just mostly stitching this. I mean, I do have a whole variety. Oh my gosh. I've got so many kits, and I would like to get to the point where I can um, show it to you again, what I've got, do a review of everything that I've got. Yeah. Now, next week, it's hard to believe. Next week, right? Next week. No, week after. Uh, I'm having a DRAWS's. Now, pay attention. Pay strict attention. This is open to one will be for Canada, another will be for US, and the third one will be for elsewhere. Okay? If you're anywhere in the world. Okay? And the DRAWS's, and I'm sorry I have to spell it because there are the BOTS's. BOTS. Okay? That can play around with the algorithm, and and there's a lot of scammers that come on and they just look for these GIFT aways, and that's not right. That's not right. So a lot of creators are doing, you know, things so that it just stays within, you know, my subscribers. Now, you must be a subscriber. You must give me a thumbs up. And you must tell me just the region that you're in. If you're Canada, US, or elsewhere. Okay. And these will be for one each, a PDF chart worth $5 or less from Etsy. And you're thinking to yourself, $5, that's not a lot of money. Well, believe me, you can get some really gorgeous charts. And with Black Friday coming up, there's going to be a lot of discounts. Lots of discounts. So, what I want you to do is you need to use the words Black Friday in a coherent sentence. Now, I know some of you are English is not your first language. I got you on that. Okay? So, as long as I can see the effort that you've done to put it in, I'm good with it. Um, yes, so you must do that. Um, and then just go on Etsy and start looking around and putting uh, those charts into your basket, right? And then I will be doing the DRAWSs on the 23rd. And you must tell me by the 24th, okay? Sometime in there. And I'm probably going to do my video a little later in the afternoon just to give you more chance. So I will do it until maybe 2 o'clock Central Standard Time. Okay. So, and then just tell me what it is that you would like. Send me the link to it or, whatever, where you found it. The link is probably the best way. And I will give it to you. And don't worry, there will be another one coming up in December. Okay, so if you didn't win now, you can enter it again next month. So, yeah. So, and I'm sorry, and it can only be PDFs, okay? Cannot be a physical chart. It needs to be a PDF. And I have found many, many, many charts. Like you look at them and they're only $3. And they were regularly like they're 70% off or something, right? So you can get really lovely charts for a very small amount. So if you've, so it will be counted. And if you've never tried counted, then perhaps finding something simple. And even if you are not doing any counted at all, you're just doing the stamp, go for it anyways. Because who knows, maybe down the road that you're going to say, oh, gee, I want to do that. I just want to get my hand back into it. And believe me, I am like that because I was strictly counted for all those years. And then when the printed came along, I jumped on it. Oh, I thought this is the cat's meow. But I still dabble in the counted. And I have lots of samplers, lots of, PDFs that I've gotten. I've bought Shannon Christine designs, stitching with the housewife's design, Kathy at Hands On Design. Nah, I don't know who. Tinsel, Tinsel, Tinsel Cross Stitch. She has a very good channel or store, and a lot of hers are on sale. Okay. So please get your names in because so far I don't have a lot of names in. I think there's 2 for the US, 1 for Canada, and none for other. So, yeah, there's 2 for the US, 1 for Canada. So even if you've never done count it and you go, ooh, 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 find something that you think, you know what, I'd like to try this. Or say you've been doing printed like I have been, and you just want to get your fingers into a small counted. I'm not saying you have to do a big full coverage, right? No, 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 no. If all you want to do is a very small one, a Christmas ornament, or, whatever it is, or a very small sampler, there are lots of them. Lots and lots and lots of them. So please go and check out all the sales: FG, normal, VIP, cross stitch, paint some way, new craft aid, DIY choose, 7 great, I have another one, new craft day. They've got oodles and oodles and oodles and oodles of sales on. Take advantage of everything that they've got, that they're going to give you: free gifts, free shipping, bundles, percentage off, $10 off, whatever it is. You know, uh, sale prices, like FG Normal has a lot of their Joy Sunday on sale right now, right? So really take advantage of it, and really, um, because as we know, prices are going up. So you never know when those prices are going to go up. And these companies, these stores that I deal with, that sponsor my channel, are very good. They've been so good to me, all of them, all of them. So anyway, this is where I'm at right now. Okay. I know nothing much has changed, but I'm still working at it. Oh, please remember to like, share, subscribe, comment. Okay. There's the dedicated Facebook group. Now listen, if you're not part of the Facebook group, you must you must answer the question. Name one, it's only one, of my 3 sidekicks. And I mention them every single video. Okay? Because if you don't do that, I don't know how true you are. You may be very innocent and everything else, but I've come across some trolls. So it's just to be safe, rather than sorry. And always want all of you to be safe on my site. So thank you again for joining me today. So, may you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be well. May God bless you this day and every day. God loves you, and so do I. So does Miss Twinkle Toes herself, Miss Lilybell, and Jonah, who's up in the cat condo, and Sydney, who's hiding somewhere, wherever he's hiding. So thank you again so very much for joining me today. Share my channel out there. Help my channel grow. I've been watching a random stitcher. She's very good. She's very new. So please go and check her out. A random stitcher. She is from I think it's the Netherlands she's from, not Denmark. No, I think it's the Netherlands. So please go and check her out. If she is from Denmark, then yeah. So sorry. But she's good. She's just starting out. Okay. She's only got 1 or 2 videos or something. So Please go and check her out. And there's also the Swinny Switch Effect with, that's with Corey or Carol. Her name is Carol, but she goes by Corey. I call her Carol because that's what I'm used to. So, thank you, Jesus, for being my Lord and Savior. Thank you for saving me from my sins. Thank you for being there in my darkest and deepest moments. Thank you for loving me like you do. Thank you for caring enough for me that you would die on the cross for me so that my sins would be forgiven. And that's a prayer I pray for all of you as well. Okay, everyone, I hope to see you back tomorrow. And remember that on Sunday there will be a live, God willing, of course, from 12 noon Central Standard Time to 2:30 Central Standard Time. Jill M. just sent a message on there. The red is looking so vibrant. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. So anyway, all right, everybody. I hope to see you back here tomorrow. Toodle-oodles, everybody.